Hello.
Oh, what the fuck do you want?
Is that any way to greet your dear older brother?
Yes, it is, especially one who doesn't see his kid ever.
It is my fault that you decided to take custody of that little urchin. I didn't force him.
See, you can't even remember the gender. First off, it's
Gender
not
is a
little,
fluid concept, thank you very much.
Not a thing, Lou. Her name is Stephanie.
Dear God, who would give such an abominable name to a child?
Who would have sex with you and have a kid with you?
Her name was Patricia, and she was a very classy whore. But that's besides the point.
Isn't that Evan Rockwell's wife?
As I said, a very classy whore. Look,
what do you want from me?
I was here on business anyway, and I decided to pop in and see how my little brother was doing.
Doing? You mean asking for money? Because every time you see me, you're either like, oh dear brother, I had a business venture. You know, I was a VC for a startup app, and it just did not work out. So can I borrow some cash? Cash. You know what I fucking meant. What? Are you still too busy getting your head knocked in from Rave? You know, that fucking piece of shit? How'd you lose to him anyway?
Look, sometimes unfortunate events occur in our lives, and it's how we move on rather than dwelling on the past, is it not? Speaking of the past, I do believe that I saw a certain someone taking my advice and attacking that British man, Danny Hardy, recently. Did I not?
You're British, first off.
Oh, I am I? That's news to me. I do believe I was born in California.
What's your accent then?
Not my fault. My parents shipped me off to England.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Anyway, no, I didn't take your advice. Like I said last week in the promo I did, if you ever watched the show, you would know that I didn't do it on purpose. It just snapped. Because remember how I have anger issues? Or do you not remember that from our talk? All you were talking about is, Mommy, Papa, can I have this toy? I'm such a greatest thing ever. You're a piece of shit is what you are. You know that? You know that every day I wake up, I'm glad I don't see you anymore. I'm glad that your daughter doesn't get to see you. The fact that she's now legally my daughter, you're a real piece of shit.
I'm so happy that you think so often about me, dear brother. But, you know, you can sling all these things at me. I don't really care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one sitting at ringside watching you get your ass handed to you in the Hell in a Cell, locked up like the animal you are.
You know, you say that, but you only know that fuels me, dear brother, because you know how I am. You know I have a lot of anger problems. And you know that I wouldn't say something unless I actually meant I could do it or thought I could do it. And I know I can be Danny Hardy. I know I'm one of the best in the world. Unlike you. You don't even have a job, do you?
Ah, yes. Go to that little old chestnut. It just means I'll have more time to watch that blood drip down your face as Danny Hardy gloats over your broken body.
Seriously, what the hell are you doing here?
I am actually here on important business, which you'll find out in due course.
Oh,
but of course,
shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final edition of AWF Uprising. Before we go to Glory Days 4, at Glory Days 4, Sean Riley will challenge Steven Syntax for the World Championship. John Blackos will defend his United States Championship. But tonight, they go one-on-one in our main event. Got a huge card. A lot of things happening here on Uprising before we hit Glory Days 4, including some big announcements here from the owner of the AWF. And there he is. There's Shawn Walsh. Promised to have some big announcements regarding Glory Days 4. Like we just saw, Sean Riley, the #1 contender for the AWF World Championship, before he faces Steven Syntax, he will go up against one of the up-and-coming stars here in the AWF, the current United States champion, the man who is preparing for a 6-man ladder match at Glory Days 4 in John Blackos. It's the first time ever we're going to see those two go at it tonight. We're also going to see Mason Kronik and Tattoo Taker. For right now, let's hear from the boss. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final Uprising before Glory Days 4. I know, just like the rest of the AWF fans, I cannot wait for this glorious event. This is a record-breaking event. It will be, for sure, the biggest event in AWF history. We have never had a card that has been this big, had this many matches. Which is why I have decided that this show needs more than one day. Glory Days 4 will be a 2-day event. One of those matches that is taking place at Glory Days has been called Shawn Walsh's Unique Opportunity, where 4 AWF superstars, 2 from Uprising, 2 from Superstar Mayhem, Tank, Travis Sparks, Kamikaze, Don Martin, all competing for this unique opportunity. Now, I know the question has been on your minds for the past few weeks. What exactly is Shawn Walsh's unique opportunity? I've kept that vague, not just to the fans, but even to the competitors in the match. But that ends tonight. I'm here to announce what exactly the winner will receive. See, this unique opportunity is a chance of a lifetime. It's a make or break opportunity. It's a $1 million opportunity. It's like winning the lottery. The winner of this fatal 4-way match will be crowned the first ever AWF $1 million champion. Now, what exactly does that mean? This is not any ordinary championship for Uprising or for Superstar Mayhem. The $1 million champion can cash in their championship for an opportunity at the AWF Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship. However, this is not like Money in the Bank like we've had in the past. There's no more cashing in whenever you so desire, even if it means after a championship match when the champion is down and hurt. No. You must give the champion and myself a 1 week's notice before cashing in, so I can draw up the paperwork and make sure everything is fair. But there's more. You will not be able to just sit back and relax and wait and pick your time. The superstar who walks out of Glory Days 4 with that $1 million championship will be required to defend that championship as if it's a regular championship title. And you will have to defend it until you decide to cash in for a world championship opportunity, or until you lose the $1 million championship. And if you do lose the championship, the superstar who defeats you, whether they be from Uprising, whether they be from Superstar Mayhem, they will get that opportunity and they can cash in for a world championship match. You will have to show me and the rest of the AWF fans that you deserve this championship, that you deserve to be the next world champion, the next face of the AWF. I want to see if you have it in you, and this is how you do it. You show everyone why you're the next big thing. Now, another match at Glory Days 4 I'd like to address before I leave. That is the main event of Day 1, the AWF World Championship match, where Dr. Steven Syntax defends his championship against the challenger, the former champion, the man who lost his championship to Syntax back at CyberSlam, the number 1 contender, Shawn Walsh. It's as big as it gets, right? Well, it can get a little bit bigger and a little bit better, because this World Championship match will now be no disqualifications. We will know with 100% certainty who the better man is, and we will find out after they go through hell who will stand tall as AWF champion. Oh boy. That's the music of the AWF champion. And there he is, Dr. Steven Syntax. The man who is preparing to go to war with Shawn Walsh at Glory Days 4. Might not be too happy with the announcement about his match. The AWF Championship will be defended under no disqualifications. There must be a winner. And Syntax making his way to the ring for right now alone. We've seen in the past, in a matter of seconds, that could change. But for right now, the champion's out here on his own. Last time that a Walsh and a Syntax faced off in the middle of the ring, Steven Syntax left Shawn Walsh's uncle on the mat. It's gonna happen here.
I can see through you, Walsh. No! Why that stupid look of your face? You're as transparent as glass. You think I don't know what this is? Forcing me to face Shawn Walsh, a man I've already beaten for my title at Glory Days? You think I don't know, huh? That you're trying to sick your good little company man on me in a vain attempt to take back what you think belongs to you. Well, I have some very important information, but for both you and your namesake will be dying to hear. I will not be cowed by the likes of Shawn Walsh, and I will certainly not be beaten by the likes of Shawn Walsh. In fact, the only thing your little plot will achieve is the dissection of your lapdog in front of the thousands of AWF faithful. My disciples and I will use him to set an example to all those who think they can oppose us, the rightful rulers of this pitiful company. And his destruction will be on your hands, Walsh, not ours, yours. And when that obstacle is out of the way, buried with the rest of the failures who fought to oppose me, I have nothing left to go after except one thing. The figurehead who stole my crown and sits on my throne, pretending to rule in my stead. The man who is too cowardly to deal with me himself and so uses proxies instead. You, Shawn Walsh. After I got rid of your uncle, I developed a taste for ridding this place of wastrels and scum, those men in suits who think they rule my kingdom. Oh yes, I will cut down the pretender who thinks he can rule so unjustly, turning his wrath against anyone who dares disagree with him, who dares to step out of line. And then they will all behold me as the savior of this place, the one true king and champion, and they will love me. And you, Walsh, you will be forgotten just like that decrepit old fool Shane was. Remember, Walsh, you've brought this upon yourself, and when judgment comes at the hands of myself and my disciples, know that it could have been prevented if you weren't so much of a coward. Pray that somehow Riley can overcome me, for if he can't, enjoy the time you have left. You can never know when it might come to an end.
Dr. Syntax, so glad that you can come out here and join me. But you need to understand a few things. First, your threats do not scare me. Yeah, I remember what you did to my uncle. And yeah, after what you did, he ran away. And you ran this place like it was your own. But I'm not Shane Walsh. We may share the same last name. We are certainly not the same man. And you know that. You know that deep down inside, which is why you haven't dropped me yet. Because you know that you can take me down, but you know you won't keep me down. I'm not going to run away. I'm back for good. And I would advise against making that move, because you don't want to start this war. And another thing, I thought I made myself clear when I regained control as owner of the AWF. But apparently, some people still don't believe me. I said then, and I still say it today, that things are different. It isn't going to be like how it once was. All personal feelings, whether positive or negative, any relationships, whether good or bad, that I have with anyone, will not be in consideration when it comes to business. Everyone's on an even playing field. It's all up to you what happens. But whether it's you or some of the guys in the back, whether it's what some people have been saying on social media, there's still some doubters. And I was going to give this some time before I make this announcement. But I guess now's as good a time as any. Over the course of the past few weeks, I've contemplated what I have to do to show people like you, Syntax, that I was telling the truth. Everything that I've said since I've been back has been the 100% honest truth. You're all on the same playing field. Everyone is being treated fairly. So, to prove that, I did something that I never thought I'd ever do. I made a phone call to someone I never thought I'd talk to again. And after a few discussions, a deal has been reached. And he is coming to the AWF. And you all will get to meet him at Glory Days 4. As for you, Syntax, I would suggest that you focus on your match at Glory Days with Shawn Riley. Good luck, champ. and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. A lot of stuff going on in the first 20 minutes of the broadcast. As we saw at the top there, Danny Hardy interrupted a conversation between his Glory Days 4 opponent JMI and his older brother Lusu. JMI, he ran off, and Lusu was attacked backstage by Danny Hardy. Shawn Walsh made his way to the ring shortly thereafter, so he was not able to address the situation. I am being told, though, that Danny Hardy, Lusu, and JMI have been advised to leave the building tonight to prevent any injuries before Glory Days 4. Don't forget, Danny Hardy and JMI will face off at Glory Days inside Hell in a Cell. AWF is trying to make sure that match takes place after the events of earlier tonight and the events of the past few weeks. Also, this Kamikaze is making his way to the ring right now. He's going to be in action up against Don Martin. But we now know Glory Days 4 will be a 2-day event, which is very exciting. It's the biggest card in AWF history. It's too big for one day. It's got to stretch it out to 2. And we also know that Shawn Walsh's unique opportunity is $1 million opportunity, because the winner will be crowned the $1 million champion, and perhaps the man who receives that championship could be one of these two men, the two men who will be representing Uprising in that contest at Glory Days. Kamikaze in the ring, and Don Martin up on the ramp there, about to make his way to the ring. For the past few weeks, there was some huge opportunity. Some of the stars of Uprising and Superstar Mayhem had a right to qualify for those matches. We now know the 4 men, as I just said, Kamikaze, Don Martin. Also over on Superstar Mayhem, you'll see Tank and Travis Sparks have the right to become the first $1 million champion. And as Shawn Walsh explained, the superstar who becomes $1 million champion can cash in that championship for a AWF championship or World Heavyweight championship match. Of course, with a week's notice. However, whoever holds the championship will be forced to defend the championship until they cash in or they lose. This is huge news. It's a huge opportunity. It's everything that Shawn Walsh said it was and more. This can make a career here. With Don Martin now taking it to Kamikaze. Both of these men here would love to get that championship so they can cash in for a World Heavyweight Championship match. Kamikaze, who has been very impressive. Oh man, disrespect there by Don Martin, but Kamikaze has been impressive over the course of the past few years. Ever since he lost his Call All-Stars Championship cash-in, would love to get back in World Championship contention. Don Martin, one of the fastest rising stars here on Uprising. That could be what he needs to potentially become the next world champion. And then you got the guys over at Superstar Mayhem. Tank would love to get back in the World Heavyweight title picture, win the World Championship again. Travis Sparks, who's been close before. This could be what he needs. It could be what all of these guys need. But only one can win it. And we'll find out who at Glory Days 4. Right now we're about to find out who's going to have some momentum going into Glory Days. Kamikaze is that side rushing leg sweep. There's the cover. 2, and only a 2. We're going to see a similar contest, except with the Superstar Mayhem competitors over on Mayhem. And whoa, wait, look at this. I think Kamikaze is going for the pile driver. Don Martin got out of it. The Sunset Flip, only a 2. Like I was saying, over on Mayhem, we're going to see Tank and Travis Sparks face off and see who's going to be going into Glory Days with the momentum there. Now the Irish Whip in the corner. Oh, boot by Don Martin. Midsection. Don Martin now on the second rope. Well, he's going for a Sunset Flip. 2 and a 2. Trying to get the quick victories here. Don Martin, this smart man, he realizes that he wants to go into Glory Days at 100%. Now, oh, springboard neck breaker. There's another neck breaker into a cover. 2, but only 2. Don Martin can't believe it. Irish Whip in the corner. What is Don doing here? Oh, kick and oh man, a final cut. Don Martin now heading up to the top rope. And there's a drop kick. Drop kick by Don Martin. Now, oh, Kamikaze's got him. He caught Don Martin. There's a suplex. Could be a big night for the Devil's Advocates at Glory Days 4. Kamikaze could go in and walk out with the $1 Million Championship. Ian Morgan could walk out with a big victory over the Disciples Texas Black. Now, I haven't heard too many people discussing this possibility, but what if, oh man, Kamikaze, big puncher, what if the Devil's Advocates get involved in the Fatal 4-Way match at Glory Days? Is it a safe win for Kamikaze then? 2? Only a 2. Don Martin out to counter. There's the uppercut. Uh-oh. He's got him. Half Nelson backbreaker. Covered in the leg is hook. This could do it, folks. 2. And only a 2. Remember, our main event later on tonight. Shawn Riley versus John Blackos. First time ever. And also we have a rematch that is years in the making, dating back to AWF NXT. We're having Tattoo Taker versus the Extreme Champion, Mason Kronik. Now Don Martin, he's got him up on the top rope. Oh, the counter by Kamikaze. Countered into that crossbody. He's got to capitalize here. And now he's going for another power driver. He got it. Martin now got out of that. Oh, Blow to the face, and there's the half Nelson backbreaker. Don Martin not wasting any time. He's got him up. He's going for the brainbuster. And there it is. Brainbuster connects. 1, 2, and 3. Don Martin picking up the victory tonight on Uprising over Kamikaze. If he's able to hit that brainbuster in the fatal 4-way, Don Martin will be the first ever $1 million champion. What's this? Speaking of dollars, he's got a dollar in his hand. Oh, jeez, come on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. And we now know Brian Stone is going to be in action tonight. We heard back on the Facebook page that Brian Stone will be competing tonight, but we do not know in what capacity. What we do know is he will be competing in a 6-man ladder match at Glory Days 4 for the United States Championship. Will Brian Stone be able to walk out of there United States champion? Will he be able to go through all the rest and walk out with the gold? We'll find out. Brian Stone is asking for a microphone. See what he's got to say.
John Blackos, as far as I'm concerned, you got off easy on the last Uprising. There were too many dumbasses surrounding the ring. And if there is one thing I can't stand, it's a dumbass. But you know what? That is alright. Because I just got word that at Glory Days 4, I will be one of 5 contenders competing in a 6-man ladder match for your AWF United States Heavyweight Championship. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Ladders are not my specialty. I'm man enough to sit here and admit that ladders aren't my specialty. But, on the other hand, beating people with ladders are my specialty. And that is exactly what I'm going to do to decapitate you and the 4 other queers involved in this match. I will be walking out of Glory Days 4 as the AWF United States Heavyweight Champion by any means necessary. But, you know what? Fuck Glory Days 4 for right now. Let's talk about tonight. This is a message to the 2 dumbasses who thought it was cool to try to interfere in our match last week. Jackass Maximus and Tyler Orton. Wait. Did I actually just say that? Not Tyler Orton. I mean Tyler Watson. Because let's be frank. To be compared to Orton, you actually have to have a set of balls. And that's something you just don't have. Listen. And you listen close. I want you 2 dumbasses in a 2-on-1 handicap match tonight. Because, let's be frank, why beat the shit out of one dumbass when I could beat the shit out of both of you dumbasses? You shouldn't have stuck your nose where it didn't belong, and now you faggots have to pay the price. Make it easy on yourself and accept it. Because if you don't, you are not going to like the outcome. And that's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. Be smart, bitches.
Brian Stone is challenging both Tyler Watson and Jack Maximus to a handicap match, folks. This is right before the 6-man ladder match at Glory Sport for the United States Championship. Look, I respect the courage, tenacity of Brian Stone, but I question why. What's the gain here in having a handicap match? I mean, I guess whatever Brian Stone wants, fine and dandy, but it's certainly not the choice that I would make. I understand with all that happened on the last edition of Uprising, Brian Stone certainly not going to be a fan of Tyler Watson, certainly not going to be a fan of Jack Maximus, who cost him the United States Championship. Brian Stone was looking pretty good. Jack Maximus got in the apron. Brian Stone took his eye off the ball. It cost him. John Blackos was able to pick up the victory. We don't know for sure if Brian Stone was going to go on to win the United States Championship, but we know that prevailed that possibility. Here's Jack Maximus, who made his return on the last edition of AWF Uprising and made quite the impact, attacking AJ Bronze before they could even have a match, interfering and getting involved in the United States Championship match, costing Brian Stone, and now he's one of the 6 men who will be in the U.S. Championship ladder match. Jack Maximus certainly got a new attitude, new aggression. Could he be the next United States champion? We're going to find out at Glory Days 4. Perhaps it could be one of the 2 men in the ring right now, Tyler Watson or Brian Stone, and Brian Stone already taking it to Watson. Into the corner, the clothesline. It's a handicap match, folks. Watson and Maximus will have to tag in and out as Stone hits a Luthez press, but Brian Stone will have no one to go to, no one to tag out. It's going to be all him in this match. Rake in the back of Watson. And Brian Stone, oh man, dropping him on the top rope. Perhaps Brian Stone could leave a huge mark here, walking with a lot of momentum if he's able to defeat 2 of his 5 opponents by himself. There's a fireman's carry counter by Watson. Power slam. AWF fans not a fan of Tyler Watson. They don't like the way he goes about things. They don't like his smug attitude. Tyler Watson is certainly a superstar to watch out for. It's a big knee drop. He's got a lot of potential. And to the ropes, there's a clothesline by Watson. In the corner, there's a tag. Now Jack Maximus in this contest. There's a Hurricane Run. This is technically the first time in many, many months that we're seeing Jack Maximus in in-ring competition. We thought we were going to see that in the last edition of Uprising, but the match was called off. Maximus now, the next snap. Maximus, we've seen him in AWF for the past few years in the junior heavyweight division. And then, oh, man, jumping complete shot. And we saw he went back down to PCW to reinvent himself, try and find what he was missing, to get out of his mold that he was in. And it looks he might have found it as he hit that big super kick. The 1, 2, only a 2. No, jeez, running neck snap. Nope, counter there by Stone. Oh man, a fist of fury there by Brian Stone. Down goes Jack Maximus. And now he's taking it now. Those haymakers. Tyler Watson in the ring, but he's got to get back on the apron. Look at Brian Stone going over to him and knocking him right off the apron. Shouldn't be involved here. Oh, wait, whoa. Rolling him up. Maximus now. 1, 2. But Brian Stone able to kick out. I thought Maximus was going to steal that belt, provide with a distraction. And there is a backbreaker. And super kick. Not wasting any time, getting Brian Stone right up to his feet. Oh, counter. Brian Stone with the counter now. Kick to the midsection. What's this? And it was suplex. And oh my god. Modified fist of fury there. And a rake in the eyes and a chop block. Brian Stone certainly got a unorthodox style to him. Now on the top rope was Brian Stone planted. Maximus with the boot to the chest. What's this? Crossbody! Crossbody by Maximus. Oh, counter there by Brian Stone. He's bringing those fists of fury here. Now what's he got planned? Going for a scoop slam. That took a lot out of Brian Stone. This is a handicap match, folks. 2-on-1. If Brian Stone got in mind. Oh, counter there. Counter by Maximus. And now, wait a minute. What the hell? He's got him hooked. Oh my god! 1, 2, and 3. And just like that, Jack Maximus pins Brian Stone and picks up the victory for himself and Tyler Watson. Could we be looking at the next United States champion in Jack Maximus? Could it be Tyler Watson? Could it be Brian Stone? Could it be any of the other 3 competitors in the match? We're going to find out, folks, at Glory Days 4. A match I am definitely looking forward to seeing. Folks, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Extreme Virtual Pro Wrestling. The dirtiest,
To do this! Cause fuck Boraz, he's a nerd, that's why.
roughest,
Wow, Rocket Patel's rest in pieces!
hard-hitting,
Oh!
extreme show on YouTube.
What are you waiting for? It's time to get
Extreme.
every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. At Glory Days 4, though, we're going to see two former associates, a mentor, a protege, two former World Tag Team Champions, the Alex Enterprise, the Punisher, Fisk, go at it. They're going to clash for the first time at Glory Days 4. Here's a look at how it all began.
Member of the AWF Enterprise, the Punisher, Fisk.
Hey, he's my Buffalo boy. But the AWF Enterprise, overall as a group, I will include Fisk in that group. It will be a 4-person group in my mind. Long time no see, Fisk. I know the real you, man. And you, deep down inside that heart, are a Punisher. You destroy anything in your path. What happened? Where's that fire, huh? Where's that fire? What? That's the Fisk I wanted to see. You don't have to do anything to me. We're friends here, buddy. You don't have a thing to worry about.
But this is... Come on, you guys are assaulting Fisk. Wait. It's the Alex Enterprise. He's on the side of Fisk here. These guys are taking it to the disciples. Look at this. Oh my god. Fisk and the Alex Enterprise just took down the disciples. New World Tag Team Champions in Fisk and the Alex Enterprise.
We're gonna make a great team here in AWF.
I'll see you, buddy.
Just gonna go make that much needed tag here. What's Alex saying something to Fisk? Whoa, wait, what the hell's going on? The Alex Enterprise just hopped off the apron.
Who thought that this was real? See, you were my greatest failure. And that's something you don't even realize. And you were special. Were being the key word. I won the tag team titles with you just to give you something to be happy about. The Alex Enterprise works best alone. So when you cost me my AWF title match, when I told you specifically to stay in the back, this is a fight I must go through on my own. Fucking idiot. You stupid, immoral dog. You waste of space. You failure. I am your creator. You sucked me right in. And you will pay for what you did. I'm gonna make sure that blood on your hands is everywhere at the end of that match, because I will not rest, I will not stop until you are simply a pool of blood and guts, and I will be your Punisher. Accept that, bitch.
Name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Don't have a fist.
We're going to see the Alex Enterprise and Fisk do battle at Glory Days 4. Also, at Glory Days 4, we're going to see the World Tag Team Championships be defended as the Disciples defend those titles against the Blood Brothers. And there, right there, is the champions, Timothy Benaya, Cody Apollos, perhaps the most dominant team in AWF history. Perhaps one of the most dominant teams in Call Wrestling. Also, the Call All-Stars Tag Team Champions. However, tonight, Disciples prepare for singles action as Cody Apollos will go one-on-one with the Blood Brothers Owen White. And now we await the arrival of the Blood Brothers. There they are, Owen White, Roger Terry. Team that's been on the rise for the past couple of years since coming together. Have a huge history with one another dating back to previous federations. Came together and have taken the Call world by storm. They were tag team champions over in Call of Honor, and they hope to become AWF World Tag Team Champions at the grandest stage of them all. We're going to see who's going to be going into Glory Days with the momentum. These guys are ready to go to war. Oh, big clothesline by the Bruiser. You know, this all started ever since the Blood Brothers came to Uprising. Right away they stepped up to the Disciples to show, hey, we're now here on Uprising, and we're not wasting any time. You want some competition? We're your competition. And the Disciples, they took exception to that. As all look at this, Benaya now on the apron trying to distract Owen White as Apollos get into his feet. Oh, missed the clothesline, but he connecting with the chops. This is what the Disciples have been resorting to for the past few episodes. Attacks from behind the last edition of Uprising. The Disciples attacked the Blood Brothers after their matchup, laying them out. You see, he's going to use a steel chair there. Apollos maybe doesn't care about the momentum, wanting to hurt Owen White, but Owen White not letting that happen. Now Apollos got him up. Oh man! What a innovative suplex. And now he's got the arm clutched into an arm drag. Now fireman's carry takedown. This right here, this is the pace that benefits the Disciples. aggressive strikes and grounded offense. The Blood Brothers, they're at their best when they're explosive, when they're up on their feet. There's a spinning heel kick. Now, oh man, attacking the leg. Disciples have been known to do this, picking apart body parts. It's why they've been World Tag Team Champions for the better part of this whole season. And there's a cover after that. Impaler DDT, but only a 2. Keep in mind, the Disciples, they won the World Tag Team titles back at Glory Days 3 and lost them for a few short shows after losing to the AWF Enterprise and Fisk, the only team that's been able to defeat the Disciples. Since then, they won the titles back and are back on top of the mountain, for now at least. Now Disciples, they can superplex. Wait, Owen White with the counter. Oh, taking himself down as well. Now look at this, Timothy Benaya back on the apron again. Referee can't be allowing this to happen. Just too much involvement. There's a DDT by Owen White. Now he's taking it to him. Off the ropes. There's a European uppercut. A big clothesline. This is not looking good for the Disciples here. Uh-oh. He's clutched by the throat. Owen White chokeslam. And oh, look at this. On the apron. And oh, geez. Big blow. Sending Benaya down. Owen White sick and tired of him getting on the apron. And look at this. He's going for it. Oh, it's a skull-crushing finale. Owen White might be able to pick up the victory here with this. He's going in for the cover. Oh, wait a minute. Benaya's back up on the apron again. The referee is telling him to leave. And wait, oh! Is that... I think Owen White, with the referee's attention turned over to Timothy Benaya, he used the brass knucks. Cover. 1, 2, and 3. Owen White, despite the distractions there by Benaya, was able to pick up a victory over Cody Apollos. This is a huge victory for them. The Blood Brothers gonna walk out of Glory Days 4 as World Tag Team Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Uprising. We're about to take a look back in time here, back to NXT, back in 2011. That is Mason Kronik, back when he was the rookie, and here is his pro, Tattoo Taker. They certainly had a very interesting relationship on that show. And you can see right here, Tattoo Taker locked on an ankle lock, and that is Shawn Walsh, who came to the ring and instructed the referee to call for the bell. And up until Mason Kronik's return last year, that was the last time Mason Kronik was seen in an AWF ring. Mason Kronik for years has held this grudge with Shawn Walsh because of being screwed over in that match. It was an AWF World Championship match. Tattoo Taker was the world champion at the time. And some would argue that Mason Kronik was closing in on becoming champion, and for that reason, Shawn Walsh got involved and called for the bell. Since then, Mason Kronik has returned to the AWF, and since then, Shawn Walsh has said that he is going to be staying out of people's business. He's not going to hold any grudges. He's not going to do any favors for anyone anymore. This is a different time. So much so that apparently there's some kind of big announcement for Glory Days 4. Some person is coming in. That is all the information we were given. So just like the viewers at home, we are waiting just like you to find out who Shawn Walsh is exactly referring to. But another act of Shawn Walsh trying to clean up his past is this match tonight. It's the first time since that night on NXT that Tattoo Taker is going to share the ring with Mason Kronik. There's a lot of animosity between these two men. Like I said, Tattoo Taker was the pro on NXT and Mason Kronik was the rookie. Mason Kronik certainly beforehand left his mark around the call world back to 2008. Felt like he shouldn't have had to be on NXT. Didn't like being labeled a rookie. And had a very conflicting relationship with Tattoo Taker that led to their contest and led to what happened. But now, tonight, why is that a very appropriate t-shirt? Apologize for the viewers who are offended by that, but it is Mason Kronik after all, and he is the AWF Extreme Champion, at least for now, because he will be defending that Extreme Championship at Glory Days 4 against the former champion, the Sandman, Brock Manson. We've seen Brock Manson. He's laid waste to Mason Kronik since he lost the championship with a kendo stick. Will he be able to do the same when the championship is on the line? Will the title go back to Brock Manson, or will it stay around the waist of Mason Kronik? We're going to find that out at Glory Days. For right now, though, we're going to find out who's a better man here. Oh, big boot by Tattoo Taker. We're going to answer that question. What could have happened that night? It's hard to say what would have happened, but we're going to find out what could have happened. Will Tattoo Taker be able to put away Mason Kronik? Will Mason Kronik be able to show the world that he can defeat former AWF World Champion, the man that was going to be facing Mike Ryder at Glory Days? A big boot. Now into the ropes, and missed a clothesline. What's this? He's choking him with his boot. Now this is a sidewalk slam. Uh-oh. He's got him by the throat. Went for a choke slam, but Kronik was able to find a way to get out of that. And into the corner. Running shoulder thrust by Mason Kronik. And now, Kronik Fire. Big Kronik Fire after he was coming off the ropes to Only a 2. Amazing Kronik stomping a down Tattoo Taker. He's got him hooked. Is he thinking suplex? He is. There it is. Big suplex to the nearly 7-foot tattooed warrior. Big knee in the corner. Following up was a clothesline. And now what's he doing here? Oh, power bomb. He's got him. Buckle bomb. Kronik now whipping to the corner. Putting him up on the top rope. Wait, no. Wait, oh! He went for a belly-to-belly suplex, but Tattoo Taker found a way to get out of that. He wouldn't let him suplex him. Kronik went crashing down. And now, Tattoo Taker, oh man, what a blow to the back of the head. And now some uppercuts. Knee to the midsection. Irish whip. And there's Snake Eyes. And into the ropes. A tilt-a-whirl sidewalk slam. Uh-oh. Is he thinking crucifix? He's thinking crucifix power bomb. He's got Kronik up. And there it is. The crucifix power bomb by Tattoo Taker. And this might do it. 2. No, only a 2. Amazing Kronik still in this match. You gotta wonder how much of a beating these guys are gonna take before their matches at Glory Days. For Tattoo Taker with Mike Ryder, for Mason Kronik with Brock Manson. Oh, Fireman's Carry there. Kronik. Got him up. There's a backbreaker. And now, oh, he's got him on his shoulders. He's going for, there's the GTS. He's following up with the penalty kick. Here it comes. Oh, and it connects. Amazing Kronik to put people away with that move. Is he going to get it here? There's what gives Tattoo Taker the assist. The fact that he is 6'10". So close to those ropes. Amazing Kronik there. He was able to throw Tattoo Taker, but you can see that took a lot out of him. As well as being 6'10", he's also around about 300 pounds. Now into the corner. Oh man, running shoulder thrust and running boot. Kronik, he's got Tattoo Taker up. There's a scoop slam. Kronik, oh, he's putting him back up on the top rope there. He tried this earlier. He's gonna go for it again. Belly to belly suplex. And the cover. It's 1, 2. And only a 2. The referee was making sure Tattoo Taker's shoulders were down on the mat. Only a 2 count. You see, Kronik didn't like that. Thought the referee took way too much time. Now, what's Kronik doing? Oh, he's gonna go for the Chaos Theory. Oh, no. And jeez, big uppercut right to the throat, sending Mason Kronik down to the ground. And there's that back suplex. Tattoo Taker's got Kronik. He's got him. Choke slam connecting. Uh-oh, he's thinking tombstone. Going for the tombstone. Wait a minute. Kronik! Mason Kronik hit a tombstone of his own. Again. Tattoo Taker is a tall man. His feet were too close to the bottom rope. Mason Kronik did not account for that, but that was an excellent counter. To get out of a tombstone power driver, do one of your own. Look at these headbutts. A running boot. Tattoo Taker was fortunate to get to that rope, but he may have just pissed off Mason Kronik. And oh my god, what a throw. Wait, Tattoo Taker was a counter, hit a clothesline. Took a bit out of him there. Kronik now. Kronik with the DDT. What's he doing? Boot to the midsection. Just pounding away on the face of Tattoo Taker, and oh man, he's busted wide open. And look at this, he's going back in, trying to open up that wound more and more. Look at the face of Tattoo Taker, Chronofire. And that might be able to do it. 1, 2, and only 2. Tattoo Taker finding a way to kick out. Kronik gotta be wondering what he's gotta do here. He's putting him back up on the top rope, maybe going for that belly-to-belly suplex again. Tattoo Taker with the counter though. Off the top, there's a double axe handle. There's a snap mirror and a drop kick. Tattoo Taker maybe about to put this one away. Oh my god, that's Mike Ryder. Mike Ryder out here on his motorcycle. Tattoo Taker is about to set up for the crucifix powerbomb, and Mike Ryder is right into the ring. The man Tattoo Taker is going to meet at Glory Days 4. The man who's undefeated at Glory Days, Mike Ryder, is out here. Kronik off the distraction was able to get out of the crucifix. And now he's got Tattoo Taker up on his shoulders. He's got the GTS, and here comes the penalty kick. Kronik now. He's got him in the corner. He's got Tattoo Taker in the corner. Crimson mask and everything. Oh, here it comes. Here comes the Chaos Theory. He got it. Chaos Theory connects. 1, 2, and 3. Mason Kronik just defeated Tattoo Taker. Provided the distraction for Mike Ryder. Mason Kronik found a way to get Tattoo Taker in the right position. Got him with that Chaos Theory. Picking up the win. Now Mike Ryder riding off. Is he going to be riding off for the last time at Glory Days 4? Is he going to be leaving with his arm raised? Or will Tattoo Taker put him to rest? We're going to find that out at Glory Days 4. But certainly Tattoo Taker is not going in a happy man. Mason Kronik though is going into his matches Brock Manson with a lot of momentum.
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
was shaking what she'd got. Man, when I tell you she was cool, she was red hot. I mean, she was steaming.
We're almost at the biggest mega event in AWF history, Glory Days 4. It is literally the biggest card in AWF history. Starting off, we'll have the $1 Million Championship decided as 2 stars from Uprising, 2 stars from Superstar Mayhem fight to see who the first champion will be. We also have the debuting Matt Black teaming up with his friend Andre Nogueira to take on Alberto Jr. and Eddie Sleaze. The Ultimate One, Nitro, defends his Internet Championship against Kevin Cash. Over on Uprising, the World Tag Team Championship will be defended as the Disciples defend against Owen White and Roger Terry of the Blood Brothers. Over on Superstar Mayhem, the tag titles will be defended as the Maverick Brothers defend against Big Dwayne and Dynamite. We saw him pick up a win over Tattoo Taker just a few moments ago. Mason Kronik defends his Extreme Championship up against the former champion, Brock Manson. In a battle of 2 big horses, the Disciples, Texas Black, faces the Devil's Advocates, Ian Morgan. In a battle of 2 former friends, in a battle of 2 of the future stars here in Call Wrestling, the Junior Heavyweight Championship will be decided as Brandon Wolf defends against Ben Hopkins. 2 legends, 1 streak, and 1 career possibly coming to an end. Tattoo Taker faces Mike Ryder in what perhaps could be Mike Ryder's final match. 2 former tag team champions, the Young Wonders, the Dynasty. Mr. Money in the Bank AJ Young faces Christopher Wonder. It's sure to be a classic match when Christopher Wonder gets his hands on AJ Young. In one of the most anticipated matches of all year, the Raging Redneck, Ray Geddes, faces off with the Icon, Sean O'Connor. What will happen when these 2 personalities collide at Glory Days 4? We saw a little bit of a closer look earlier on tonight. The Punisher, Fisk, hopes to get revenge, and he faces off against his mentor, his creator, the Alex Enterprise. Will Alex be his destroyer? We're going to find out at Glory Days. Also, 2 men who are part of the Kings of Call, Danny Hardy, JMI. They've been battling over the course of the last year and a half, and now they will meet inside Hell in a Cell. The main event over for Superstar Mayhem. Evan Rockville, the Royal Rumble winner, will face off against a man that he is certainly familiar with, the World Heavyweight Champion, Ben Hitman. And then also, here on Uprising, the challenger, Sean Riley, cashing in his rematch, facing off against the champion, Dr. Steven Syntax. And at Glory Days 4, Sean Riley faces Syntax. They face back at CyberSlam, where Syntax defeated Riley to become AWF World Champion and to win on a reign of terror. Now Riley is back. Riley feels he's prepared, and we're going to find out at Glory Days if he is, or if he will fall to Syntax.
Okay. Here's the thing. For the last 2 episodes of Uprising, I, the AWF United States Champion John Blackos, ended the night laid out and looking at the lights. And I know why. I know why that happened. Because I have something that people want. I got the US title. In the short amount of time I've been here, I am already a champion. And some people don't agree with it. Some people like, I don't know, Wave, maybe, Tidal Watson, yeah, definitely, AJ Bronze, Yeah? Jack Maximus and Brian Stone. I have a huge target on my back, and people are aiming at it. And all these 5 men, when they aim something, I don't think they're gonna miss the target. Which brings me to Glory Days 4, where I will defend the US title in a 6-man ladder match against those 5 men. And let me tell you something, I've never been in a 6-man ladder match. This is probably gonna be one of the toughest matches in my career so far. But I'll be damned if I do not put 110% in that match to keep my US title. You all have a case to get the title. Guess what? I have a case too to retain it. And at Glory Days 4, my first Glory Days, it will be a glorious day indeed. And for the right reasons. Because I'm gonna retain the US title no matter what and at any cost. So Tyler, Rave, Brian, AJ, Jack, get ready. Be ready at Glory Days. Because I will be ready to put everything and anything on the line for the US title. See you out there.
We just heard from John Blackos talking about his big United States Championship ladder match taking place at Glory Days. Will Blackos be able to walk out US Champion? We're going to find out then. But right now we're about to find out if Blackos can hang with the main event. Because tonight Blackos is the main event when he faces the man that will be challenging for the AWF World Championship in Shawn Riley. Shawn Riley has got to be looking forward to Glory Days 4 when he faces the man who defeated him for the World Championship back at CyberSlam, Steven Syntax. Shawn Riley took some time away and he had to sit back and watch and see the destruction, the chaos, the torture that Syntax put on the roster, the fans, and anyone around him. And now Riley's back. And for what he's said, he certainly seems to be backing it up. He says he's rejuvenated and he's ready and he's prepared. And I hope he is. Because he's going to need to be 100% prepared if he's going to get through Steven Syntax. Tonight, though, he's not facing Syntax. He's not facing the Disciples. He's facing the AWF United States Champion, John Blackos. John Blackos has been on quite a roll as of late since coming to the AWF. He debuted back in the Royal Rumble, won the United States Championship at Meltdown, and is now entering his first Glory Days as part of a 6-man ladder match for his United States Championship. Blackos has certainly gained a lot of popularity over the course of the last year here in the AWF and around the CAW world. A lot of people recognizing the talents of John Blackos. We're going to see what he's all about though tonight. Tonight he is put to the test as he faces perhaps the very best. There's a side headlock here by Riley. He's got him locked in. Oh, man. Tripping the leg. Riley bested Blackos there. He's telling Blackos to bring it. These guys locking up here again. And go behind. No, look at this. The takedown there by Riley. Again, Riley besting Blackos. Locking up again. Blackos going to give it another try. Side headlock. There's a side headlock takedown. This is not looking good for Blackos. Oh wait, Blackos though, getting out of it. Now he's got a headlock of his own. Blackos has got Riley here. Owen took him down. Oh, it is. Now Blackos is proud of that, but he's got to focus on Riley here. It looks like games are over here. Riley wanted to give him a little test of strength to see what Blackos brought to the table, but now that time is over. There's a clothesline by Blackos. Heading to the top rope. There's a punch. Oh, counter, boot to the chest. Blackos now off the top, crossbody. And going in for the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2. This would be huge for John Blackos if he's able to find a way to defeat the #1 contender for the AWF World Championship tonight. Into the corner goes Riley. Big clothesline. Down he goes. And from what I'm hearing, I've heard that Shawn Riley personally requested to have this match with John Blackos. Apparently Riley's a big fan. Oh! He's a big fan of that backstabber as well. Down goes Blackos. But a rope break. Good ring awareness there from the US champion. Riley, Irish whipping into the corner. Big stinger splash. Now he's heading up to the top. And big crossbody. The cover. Well, not even a 1. Blackos able to kick out right away. And up in his shoulders, there's the attitude adjustment. Down goes Blackos, and Riley taunting him while he was down. It's a 1. And only a 1. Blackos kicked out of the AA at a 1. Now the counter. Blackos now. Oh, we've seen him put people away with this. He's got him with the SOS. 1, 2, and only a 2. We've seen Blackos on countless occasions pick up the victory with that maneuver. Jawbreaker there by Riley. Fireman's carry. And now sidewalk slam. Blackos now, oh, he's got Riley hooked. Got him like a modified Cobra clutch and a leg sweep. And that's very interesting because Riley does a version of the Cobra clutch as well as one of his finishing maneuvers. Riley down, Blackos on the apron, waiting for him to get to his feet. Blackos heading to the top rope. And oh, he took too long. Riley was able to knock him down. Now he's in the seated position here. Riley heading up to the top rope. What the hell is he looking to do here? There's a superplex. And now, whoa, into a Falcon Arrow. The leg is, this might be it. 1, 2, and only a 2. slam by Riley. Riley now, there's a spine buster. Down goes Blackos. A Pele kick. Pele kick to the U.S. champion. But Blackos, though, trying to fight back. The clothesline. Riley sent to the outside. Oh no, is Blackos looking to fly? Blackos, John Blackos put it all on the line. John Blackos diving on over the ropes, spinning in midair to take down Shawn Riley. The man who could be the next AWF World Champion. Riley getting thrown into the ring. He could be down for the count here. This could be it. Is the U.S. champion about to get it? 1, 2. Only got 2. Blackos now. There's a drop kick. There's a clothesline. Another clothesline. A third. Riley's now in the corner. Running clothesline. Blackos now. Gotta capitalize. He is. He's going for the SOS. He's got it. 1, 2. Only a 2. Blackos was able to capitalize. But Riley found a way to kick out. Fight a chin lock here by Blackos. Okay, you do what you gotta do, and then look at this. He's got the legs wrapped around the head as he smashed those elbows into the cranium there of Riley. And now look at this, a knee breaker. A counter. This is that fireman's carry. And spinning wheel kick. There it comes. There's come the DDT. There it is. DDT connecting. Now Irish whip in the corner. There's a stinger splash. And Riley might be about to set up for that bicycle boot. Maybe looking for the end here. There's a side Russian leg sweep. Fans are on their feet for this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, sunset flip. The cover. 1, 2. Only got 2. Listen to these fans. Riley now, he's got him up, going for the AA. Wait, Blackos. Blackos with the elbows to the face. And he's got him in the Cobra clutch. He's got him locked in. And now, the Russian leg sweep as well. Into the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2. Blackos trying to do whatever it takes, trying to find some kind of way. Is this the third SOS of the match? 1, 2, only a 2. That took a lot out of Blackos there. He's down, but Riley's up on his feet. He just realized it. Here comes the shoulder blocks. Now this is a spin inside slam. Blackos, he just got super kicked. And oh no, Riley, I think he's looking for the end here. He's looking for bicycle boot. If he hits this, Blackos is going down. He got him. Down goes Blackos. If Shawn Riley can hit that at Glory Days, is that going to defeat Syntax? He's got to go pin Blackos here though. 1, 2, and 3. And Shawn Riley on the go-home edition of Uprising before Glory Days 4 picks up a huge win, defeating the United States champion. At Glory Days, he faces the AWF World Champion with the championship on the line. Will Riley be able to defeat Steven Syntax and become the new AWF World Champion? Oh my.
Ready or not, here we come.
Congratulations, Riley. Truly, I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you get to experience what it feels like to win. That these people cheer for you and chant your name. I'm happy because you will hold on to this feeling, cherish the adulation, and then know despair when I crush you at Glory Days. But why do these people cheer you, Shawn? Why, when you were nothing but a coward? You ran away the first moment someone stronger than you, faster than you, smarter than you, and just plain better than you rolled around and kicked your ass. You took your ball and went home and forgot about these people, just as they forgot about you. But like a petulant child, you suddenly come back begging for a rematch. 1,000 people deserve more than you. Why should these people look up to you, Riley? Why should the children believe in you, want to grow up to be you, when you are everything they should be brought up to despise? Pusillanimous cretin, a two-faced pretender more suited to being in the POTUS's cabinet, dodging challenges and the truth, than inspiring the masses. You may think these people love you now, and they do, but gradually they will come to understand I speak the truth. Then if somehow you do win, do you really think these people will accept a coward like you? You think they will accept someone who ran and hid when they stumbled upon the first challenge to present itself? While I wrestled and maintained my dominion each and every week, you were hiding from the truth that you are inferior, Shawn. Irrelevant, a relic of a time when AWF was infested with second-raters like yourself. And now finally, when little old Shawn has plucked up the courage to give it another try, when you've had months upon months of rest, you decide to come back and face this warrior, this king, this champion. You abandoned your courage, your principles, and these people. You make me sick. This is it, Shawn. You realize your career will be defined by this one match. Win, and you will become a legend, the conquering hero. But if you lose, that will be your end. This is your crucible, Shawn, and you will fail!
Folks, the lights are out. What the hell is going on? Oh my god, Syntax in the ring! And a super kick! The AWF World Champion, Dr. Syntax, just laid out Shawn Riley with a super kick. If Syntax is able to do what he just did, if he's able to lay him out with another super kick at Glory Days 4, it'll be a repeat of SummerSlam with Steven Syntax holding the AWF World Championship high. Folks, we're on the road to Glory Days 4. We got one last stop of Superstar Mayhem, and then we're on to the biggest card in AWF history.